Yo, what's good? This is your boy Cam. I am back. I'm finally back doing content, man. It's been a long time, man. Like, hopefully everyone's doing well. I know it's been a while for me. I was in the National Guard, so you know, got back from basic training in AIT. So, had to put the content on the back burner while I was focused on my training and all that stuff. But I'm back. And we're gonna start a new series. We're gonna talk about Salesforce stuff. I'm currently studying for my Salesforce admin exam. You already know. Anyone knows me knows I'm a developer as well. So we're gonna, mix in some the web development stuff as well on top of the admin stuff. But without going into the developer stuff, you first got to get into admin. So we're gonna just walk people step by step on people that maybe you're not familiar with Salesforce or the platform. Just kind of how to get started. We're gonna do a little basic, maybe too basic for a lot of people that are maybe following along, but everyone's at different points. So we want to make sure that everyone is on the same page with that. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen in just a second for people that are new to Salesforce. So give me a second. Let me go ahead and share what you need to be on first. So let's see the screen right here. This is to set up your developer org. For anyone who has not set this up, make sure you sign up here. Just sign up and fill this whole thing out. This will walk you step by step on what you got to do. Like I said, I'll give people like a minute before we go to the next step, but make sure you sign up here. And then once you sign up, you want to click the login, and it'll give you different credentials that you got to put in for that. So just make sure that you do that as well. I'm gonna go ahead and put mine in real quick. Give me just a second on here while I do that. And is everyone doing well as well? I want to make sure everyone's doing good while I log this in. So we are logging in to Salesforce. And once you log in, you're going to see something like this. So hopefully everyone can see this. See the screen right here. You'll be in the setup area. And to get to the setup, if you ever need to get up in the setup area in the future, you want to hit this gear icon. I don't know if you can see it. And you click setup. And this is where you'll have the quick find, which will kind of search any of the various different things you got to go through on Salesforce. And also, this is the app launcher right here. And this is if you want to go through any of the apps. So say you want to go to the sales app. You just click, type sales, click sales here. And these will be the different objects that you'll have. Like some of these objects you probably not have on your screen. I create a couple objects, but each of these tabs are objects, and anyone who's a developer knows that pretty much everything's an object, right? And so if you start thinking of everything as objects in Salesforce, for the most part, they're standard and they're custom objects. A lot of these are standard objects, but the ones you create yourself are custom objects. It'll make things a little bit easier for you if you're new to Salesforce and new to web development, right? But we're gonna get back to the setup area because that's kind of like the main area we're gonna be working on today. You want to click on setup again, like I said before, and then use the quick find, and we're going to type company information, right? We're going to just type company information. So once you click here, see there's company settings and there's company information. Company information. I can't talk right now. So you want to click that, and company information is pretty much like all your information for your company, right? Company org, right? So you have everything from the org name, primary contact, right? The default locale, which is like your language and your time zone. You have your currency right here, right? Your data, how much data you're using, API information, your organization edition. We're using the developer org, so that's why it's showing developer edition, right? Your unique Salesforce ID, everyone's ID is going to be different for there, right? The amount of licenses you have left, I have 0 licenses remaining. That's because I'm currently using these licenses right here, right? But for y'all, you'll probably have at least 1 license, right, that you can use. And we're going to talk about kind of how to like free up these licenses probably later on. And then you got your permission sets, your feature licenses, your usage-based entitlements, and that's about it for right here. So we're gonna kind of go back out of here for a second, kind of walk through like the company settings in general. Like your company settings is pretty much like everything that I'm typing here, you see here, is under company settings. So you got your business hours, which is like your business hours for your company, right? You can create as many of these as you want, but you only can have 1 default. And you see where right here is saying 24 hours, but you can edit your hours to be according to which your hours are for your company, right? And so we're going to do this. We're going to show Sunday be 12 to 12:01 a.m. and Saturday be 12 to 12:01 a.m., right? And those be the days where you're not working or your company, is, off, right? And these other days, we're gonna go like a typical like 9 to 5. We're gonna just do like 8 to like 5 p.m., right? Because usually, 9 to 5, you get in about 8 o'clock, and then you get off at like 5 o'clock, right? Like that's like usually the most people's work schedules are like that. So we're gonna kind of reflect that on this end. So give me just a second while I put this information in. So while I'm doing that, if anyone has any questions or if I'm going too fast, definitely put in the comment section, and I'll try to accommodate you on the next video that we do. Like I said, it's my first time doing this, kind of on the fly. I'm not even really gonna edit this. I'm just gonna just show you kind of what I'm doing live, and hopefully y'all get some value out of this. If you don't, let me know. Because like I said, if you see, that I need to probably go over some stuff a little better, or you just think that none of this stuff is of value to you, like I said, you just let me know. So yeah, pretty much almost done with this. And then once you do that, you want to kind of make sure it's in the proper time zone as well. Like I said, goes back to your locale, right? So it's already gonna be set usually on whatever your default locale is. And if it's not, obviously you can edit it later, or you can just edit it here as well. You can do Pacific, whether that's Mountain, whatever time zone you are, just or Central, whatever it is. You just make sure you have it whatever time zone that is reflective on your business. So then you just want to hit save, and this will be your default. And you can create multiple business hours, right? So you can create multiple business hours depending on the different teams that are at your company as well. And that's kind of why some people have, like I said, you got one, maybe it's your default. This may be your second shift, maybe you got a third shift, maybe you got a shift for people working international and people that work in the US. So that's kind of why you would have multiple as well. And then you got your fiscal year, which is your Gregorian calendar, which is what most people use, right? And if you want to create a new fiscal calendar, right? You just want to kind of just change it depending on what you want, like a Gregorian calendar, which is 12-month fiscal year. That's like the most common one, right? But you can, have it set up any way you want. Like whatever these options are, you can pretty much set up just like that. So we're gonna kind of just get out of that real quick. I mean, because like I said, it's kind of, I feel like it's a lot straightforward. Then you got the holidays. So any holidays you want to add here, you can add that, and that will your business hours be suspended based on that. We're not going to go too much into that. Like I said, you got your language settings. Then you can manage your currencies here. And if I'm gonna show you something real quick. We're gonna go back. We're gonna get out of here real quick. So if it's your first time doing this, you want to go see where it says activate multiple currencies. If you don't check this box, I'm pretty sure if I'm wrong, let me know. You won't see the manage currencies section here. So you want to make sure this is checked before you do that. So just make sure you do that. Like I said, this is the default locale, and it's like see how it was the same as it was when you were looking at the I think it was the business hours. So see, yeah, if this is like this is what when you get into anything else as far as your time zone, it's automatically gonna be the same. So you don't have to worry about that at all. Let's see if there's anything else that I need to go over here. I mean, there's calendar settings, but we're gonna go over that later on as well. So another thing I want to go over here, right, is we're gonna get back to sales real quick here. So see where we're going to the sales app, right? And we want to click on say opportunities, right? So if you want to, there's different views here. So there's different views. So if you want to do like say my opportunity at that view, if you want to have that as the first that pops up when you click on the opportunities object, just click this pin right here, and it will automatically show. So say we go back to home, we click here. See now it's showing my opportunities, right? And that'll be the first thing we see all the different records. Each of these individual things are records. And these right here are your fields. Your opportunity name field, account name field, amount field, close date field, stage field, etc., 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 right? So that's the most important thing you got to understand here. There's a lot of information that I'm going over, right? And some of this stuff, you may have to go over this several times before you get it. Trust me, like some of the stuff I knew because, like I said, I do web development, so like some of the stuff kind of makes sense. Other stuff, like I said, I kind of had to go over a couple times. But once you want to click on one of the records, right, and see this one says Burlington Textiles Weaving Planet Generator, right? And you see right here, you got activities, you got details, right? And this is all the information that's in that record, right? And so you just want to make sure that you kind of just go through all these different things. Yours may be different than mine. Like I said, this is kind of a lot of generated stuff right here. But I want to go back here. I want to, because I kind of went a little fast on kind of like the list views. So list views is like pretty much what you see on your page, right? Everybody's list views you can customize can be a little different. And another thing you can do is you can kind of filter this stuff out by clicking this right here, which is like a drink glass, whatever you want to call it, martini glass, whatever you want to call it. So if you want to add filter, you can filter this out, and you can have it where say you can filter equals the account name of, say we're gonna do Burlington text. No, let's do something a little more simple than that because I don't want to. See, it says Edge Communications, right? We add this filter, and we hit save. And now this list views is going to show only the ones where the account name is equal to Edge Communications, right? And this is cool because you can kind of like just make it and customize it based on your needs. Because like you may not want to see every single opportunity that's in that list view. You may only want to see specific things. So this makes it a little bit easier on you, and you don't have to like search through everything. You can just kind of just filter it based on what your needs are and make it as specific as you want it to be. So we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna remove this, and we're gonna just save it and get back to where it was at. Let me see if there's anything else I want to go over today, because I know I'm kind of going a little fast. Maybe I'm going too slow. I don't know. Like I said, that's why this first video I'm just kind of just going through like a little overview on some different things that I think that will help you a lot. Just starting out. And then, like I said, we can kind of go into detail more on some of these things later on. Like I said, we can kind of just mess around with the sandbox and just get our hands dirty, right? Today is just kind of like a really intro on that stuff. And then, like I said, next video, probably next week, we're actually going to go into the org and start breaking stuff down. Because, like I said, I think the most important thing is just breaking stuff down, excuse me, so that you can understand this stuff in a digestible way. And it's not just a whole bunch of stuff that's just like, what the heck is going on here, right? So let me see. What we doing on time here? Let me make sure that we let me stop sharing my screen real quick. Okay, so if there's any, I don't know if there's any more questions, but I just kind of wanted to go over a couple of different things. We're kind of I think we'll stop here today. But next week I'm gonna break stuff down more, and we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna start going through each of the sections for the exam in greater detail. Like I said, we're gonna really break stuff down. Like, it's gonna get to a point where you're gonna be like, "Damn, man, like you've been going over this a bunch. Like, why are we going over this again?" Right? But I want to make sure y'all understand the material. But I just want to kind of do a short video. I'm talking about different things in Salesforce and kind of what we should be expecting in the next several videos. Like I said, we're gonna try to do this probably every Sunday. Hopefully y'all enjoy this small little preview of what Salesforce is about. If y'all like the content, let me know. If y'all don't like it, let me know. If there's things you want me to change, I can do that as well. But if that is it, then I will see y'all later. Hopefully y'all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Peace.